Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor. Got another shave of the day for you. And we're bringing something back that we tried before, and we'll just give it another shot. And today we have Pinaud Clubman. It's one of those, you'd think that when I first ordered this, I would be thinking, oh, that's going to be that wonderful scent that you get out of the aftershave. Well, it's sort of there, but this is more richer, more spicier comparatively. With the soap, you're getting more of a, let's say, powdery. Almost like a Gold Bond style scent that you get, or like a talcum powder style. You still get the hints of it in the background, but it's not strong like you would have with the aftershave. My advice, if you do get it, throw a little bit of this in it. Add some flavor to it. There you go. So when you lather it up, lathers up really nice. And you still get that Pinaud Clubman scent, but it's powdery. Not on a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably around a 3 maybe when it comes to scent strength. It's not really strong at all. It's there. You can tell what it is, but it's just not in your face type. It's very subtle. All right, I already have on my face. I already got the Barbasol 1919. Add some slickness to it. And today we're going to be using my 1964 Gillette Slim with some Gillette Wilkinson blades. All right. So we got that going on. I already told you what the aftershave is because it's going with the soap. Just add a little bit of moisture to the face. There we go. Make a nice slappy mess everywhere here. There we go. Okay. Grab up some soap. It's pretty expensive. I think it was like $8 for what, 3 ounces? Something like that. 2 ounces. Yeah. Pretty expensive. It's like $4 an ounce. That's pretty expensive. But you see it's kind of dry. I kept adding water to it just to give it some loft. And when I was lathering it up, and it's like, oh, needs more water. Oh, needs more water. So it does the job. It's going to be there, but it'd be like one of the things like Chris from you have this little mister thing. Maybe that's what I need to get, one of those. And I'll put it in here, and then the wife will go, "What are you doing with that in the bathroom?" Well, I use it for shaving. He's like, aren't you supposed to be doing this to save money when you're saving? Well, it sort of started that way. Then it went down the rabbit hole. I'd say a lot of us, we got back into it or started shaving, and it's like, I'm going to use this for, it's like, look how cheap these blades are compared to these cartridge blades. And it's like, oh, I need soap again. And then you find out these soap companies, start looking at it and go like, oh, that's an interesting sounding scent. That's an interesting. You start doing your research. Next thing you know, you got a ton of, you're spending $80, $100 on soaps, and the wife's like, what are you doing? Buying soap? Like, and she thinks back to the days when you go to Walmart or Walgreens and you buy your little puck of Old Spice shave soap, and you throw it in a mug and call it good, and that's like $3, $4 a year. Yeah. And you sit there and you'll look at it and go, yeah, I think I'm out of control. And the worst thing is you watch everybody else's shaves and you go looking at it, they're using all these different soaps. You know, oh, that sounds really cool. I wouldn't mind having that. It's like, oh, that's a nice looking razor. And then you look and you go, okay, I don't know if I want to spend $100 on a razor. It's like the last razor I bought, where's it at? That before I bought my King C Gillette was this one, 1986. It was like $3 for a razor. But I suppose if you go to like this King C Gillette, it's like $28. Good. But I like it. But I suppose in the grand scheme of things, it isn't so bad. It's, you know, a hobby. A hobby that you do every day. Now, one thing about this is the slickness isn't as good as I would find on a Sterling soap. Sterling makes some really nice slick soaps. I haven't tried the PAA stuff yet. It's one of those things where you just like, you look at it and go, well, how much am I willing to spend on this hobby / daily shaves? So one of these days I will. It's like the other day, last week, wow, time flies. Chris did his top 10, I think it was top 10 PAA soaps that he likes. And there's a few in there I was like, they're on my list to get. My biggest problem when coming to buying soaps from PAA is I mostly got a lot of Sterling stuff is because they have samples. You can buy samples just to get an idea if you're one of that scent or not. It's the same way with the Crown and Crane. They sell samples for each of their soaps. And for me, I have a tendency to be very partial to what I smell, and I don't feel like spending $15, $16 or even $20. That's for some of these companies, $25 on something that I will not like. A little weeper. You can feel it. A little sting in there. So I suppose if PA sold individual 1 ounce samples of all their soaps, I would have a bunch of it just to try. Because that was the first thing I did. It was like when I started looking for soaps a year ago. I guess it has been a year now. I dug out all my razors and I had them in here in the bathroom. Then, it's been 6 years ago. I remodeled the bathroom, tore it down, put new stuff in here, and wife moved all my stuff out. Right up the nose. And so we had to go searching, figure out where she did with everything. I still have a huge collection that's downstairs of aftershaves from Avon. Got all these, you know, you get those decorative bottles that they put out. I have a bunch of it. It seemed like my grandmother was a Avon person. And every Christmas it's like you get one of everything. When you have a whole bunch of stuff, I can hear that blade working pretty good. So it just kept adding up and adding up. You get to the point where like, man, I can't use all this. She'd still give you something like that. It's your grandmother, so you don't complain. It was something I would use. Yeah, when you got a pronounced chin, you go through acrobatics to shave. You just keep moving. It's like interesting is after 40 something years of shaving, you don't even think. It's like you're on autopilot. And for many years, I'd shave in the shower. And then this shaving in front of a mirror took me a while to get used to again. But I do everything by feel. Yeah. I think we got it. Ooh, one spot right there. There we go. Do a little rinse off here. Uh-oh. Well, stinging today. Definitely will have to use the alum block. Okay. Feel that. One thing about this this Slim seems to be a little more aggressive than my other stuff. There's a lot of burning going on right here. Like the transition line right through here and up around the face. Get some good stinging going on. But it is smooth. Very smooth. Now I used to have a Parker 66R and like a few of these little weepers, but that I can live with that with, you know, this razor. But I had a Parker 66R and I would shave it. It's just like my whole face was bleeding. Like, man, that thing is too aggressive for my face. It just doesn't work. Whew, smells like I'm rolling in some ferns. Pinaud Clubman. Not bad. Good shave. All right. Hope that does the job for everybody. That was the Pinaud Clubman soap. I can barely smell it now over top the aftershave, but this is more powdery. Very weak. It's like on a scale of 1 to 10, like I said, it's 3. Does the job. The only thing is the slickness isn't quite there as you would find on Sterling. Sterling is a better soap. Now, I can't remember if they actually do a Pinaud Clubman style one. I know they have their barbershop, which is not bad. I like the barbershop. I'm going to get a full tub of that sometime in the future, but that was the Gillette Slim 1964 with some Gillette Wilkinson blades. It works. Okay, hope everybody likes it. That's a smooth, nice, smooth shave. And oh, that was on setting 3. And then setting 3 is more than enough for me. That's like nothing. I'm not feeling anything on my face now. All right, hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Rusty out.